What's up, guys? FTB Evolution. We just got an update, and it said it updated Applied Integer 6.2. It had updated the GUI, or not GUI, the quest board. I'm not seeing much of a change, but maybe it's the auto crafting area. There is also okay. Well, anyway, there was a small update, and they changed some stuff and updated some mods. So yeah. What I thought I was gonna do today is I'm actually gonna build up over here. That's just the sniffer talking to himself, and I might see how it works, but I want to build an area here. So I just got my massive blackstone bricks, and we're gonna get some more. Or maybe we can use deep slate. Not deep slate, basalt, because we have quite a bit of basalt that we've gotten. Let's just check on the chisel and see if it can get anything. So this is going to be the flooring of our base, because I want to extend outside, because I've been basically treating it like it's like a stone block, because I have played stone block in the past, but I got to use the outside world. So I'm just going to try and find stuff to do. Let's try and get some bricks. Yeah, we got massive basalt bricks there. So let's pick up some basalt and we'll change it, chisel all, and we'll get the stick. Yup. Right, and it should just be like that. There we go. It's pretty easy. Cool. So we've got the platform done. We also did a lot of other areas, but this is just a small little area. We have also walled off over here. It's currently one solid block, but I'm not really good at building, but hopefully I'll get better at it. Yeah, I just wanted to use the outside world. So yeah, I'll make some progress and I'll show you what I've done. And then we'll start moving at some mods like Immersive Engineering. We'll use that mod pack somewhere here. Maybe just the start of it. Yeah, let's get to it. All right, so we have built an improved blast furnace to make our base look pretty good. What does this remind you of? Because I was kind of going with like, there's like a place down here where there's machinery and conveyor belts. Maybe I'll extend it a bit out some more, and up here is going to be like the high maintenance or the high temperature items. With the lava, it was kind of like getting high Hrothgar. Don't know if you know that. Not high Hrothgar. Skyforge Steel in Windhelm. But yeah, Skyrim, love Skyrim. We made some windmills as well. So we're gonna set up some windmills for some power. Just on these little points here. So we'll set the fences going up quite a bit of a way. And we'll set up two. We're using treated wood because we have a lot of treated material and it's pretty easy to come by, and we can just, so we need, for power with this mod pack, we need kinetic dynamos, because these take the little spinny bits of the windmill and tell it that it can generate power now. So we're just going to make a whole bunch of these. There we go. Let's make two. Okay, so the kinetic dynamos are going to go in the front there. With the windmill. Don't really know how, if that looks any good. Maybe I'll get it set up like that for one underneath. We'll have side ports going down all the way. Just for a bit of structural integrity. I have my license in Polybridge. I didn't really get far in that game. That game confuses me. Minecraft doesn't. If I played the mod before. If I haven't, well, there's going to be a lot of edits, a lot of cuts. I don't know what the hell I'm doing right now. That looks like shit, but it's my shit. Alright, windmill sail. Let's make some of that. Is that using industrial hemp fiber, which we don't have? God damn. Yup. Okay. You know how we're gonna get past this? We're gonna go into mystical agriculture. Alright, and we got ourselves some hemp fiber. And we've also made a teleporter going up here. So we can get to the roof. Well, it won't be roof for more for long. So let's make these sails. Let's make as many as we can. And now we can make balloons. Shit, we need more of that. Oh, just enough. Look at that. So it should be 8 per. There we go. Look at that. We're getting electricity. Yeah. Power goes out from any side. So actually we'll do it from the bottom. It'll be easier to collect that way. So now we can get our wire, our low voltage wire, our relays and our connectors. We need some copper wire. Low voltage. Go. So got some copper. Energy pipe. That's Orotech. Okay, now we have some of those. If we get a connector going between the two. Like that. And then we set up the relays. Whoops. I keep holding space as like a natural thing. Can't do that. Relays. Going from here to here. Alright, so we have the book out for the wire. Let's go and search up the relay. Hmm. Low voltage. Okay, looks like we're in our own. Maybe we just need to use relays. Snippet tool. Wire cutters. Okay, so this one to this one. This one to this one. And then down to here. You need insulation to there. It's kind of obscure a bit, but that's okay. And then we can get one down here. Boom! So now this all has power. We can bring this. It's not receiving power. We need power in the relays. This is probably really poorly made on my end, but it works. It works. So now this is getting power? Yes. Okay, another relay here. So now it's both getting power. Which is good, and it kind of just works, right? A block of iron. 100 of those bad boys. Okay, we need heat. Let's get some Coal. Charcoal. Wow. Char or coke. There we go. So that should be making steel. I know we don't really need this, but it's cool to have like one of every machine, especially for the mod pack you're doing. Let's get some magical goods. Some water essence, nice. Some water wheels, don't really need that. Relays, okay. So it's cool that that works. Now we can move on to the next quest down the line. And that is the refinery and fermenter. So for this, these are pretty big materials, so we should extend this mountain out quite a couple of blocks for this industrial area. So I'm going to grab my stick, my trusty stick, and more of these basalt blocks. So it's going to come out like this. Just like that. And we'll go back this way as well. Cover that up. Doesn't look that shit. And we'll merge those two together later. We can extend that out later as well. We just want to get the base platform done so we can make it like a room. Might get, oh, that looks cringe. Did power get an update? I think it did. That thermo generator looks different. Yeah, I think it did get an update. Look at that. Well, good on it. Yeah, I already completed the mod pack, so don't need to go back. We need a refinery. So let's make a refinery now. There it is. So, starting with platform 1, heavy engineering, light engineering, pipe, scaffolding. I need more of that. Okay. More steel scaffolding. We need some fluid pipe. And engineering, light and heavy. Okay, so it's kind of like, let's build it here. How far is it? 5. 5 by 5. Boom, boom. What's the front of the block look like? Okay, the front of the block is the heavy machinery, light, and then all the way through. Next one, we got this, the iron, sheet metal, redstone, and another heavy. So we need a redstone engineering block. Get the frick out of here, boy. And the sheet metal. Redstone. Light. And more sheet metal. Where's iron sheet metal? There it is. And without further ado, let's... Oh, now we have chemical processing. We have the input, the electricity input. So we can get this, and we can get that, and we can go We need more treated fence. So it's gonna go full high. Just so it's not in the way of my research. No, it's not in the way of me, because it's gonna electrocute me if I get in its way. So I'm just gonna plan for it to go around. And then we need the relay. The low voltage relay, and then what's the other one? Connector. Here it is. There we go. So it's getting power. It's actually a lot easier than I thought, and eventually we can get lights, right? Some kind of lights we can get. Light bulbs. So that'll be fun. But right now the refinery is working. That's the redstone control. This is the output, and the input is here. So what can it refine? What's it for exactly? I should probably know it. Mining dynamite. I mean, it doesn't destroy basalt, but it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good, but alright, we need some acetaldehyde. Refining ethanol. Which, if you look at ethanol, it takes a long time for modern industrialization to do. This is to work in the park, so is there a conveyor belt I can make? Logistics, fluid pipe. So the fluid pipe can go from... Wait, I can automate this. I'm sure I can. We can get the other things set up. Let's make this go underground. Actually, let's destroy the block and let's build the fermenter first. Now I know how this works and everything about it. This is actually getting pretty good. So let's build that. I won't waste your time. Let's jump right into that. All right, so both have been built. The fluid pipe goes between that and that, and that's the output. So if we can just connect it with some power going into this line, set that up there. That's in the way. It's okay. We can set up another line going here. Which is all good. Which is looking quite awesome, in fact. So the input is this area from behind. The output goes into that, and the output from that goes into that. That's also another input if you want both tanks. But I think for this, we only need one, which is ethanol and a silver plate. Which is pretty good. We can mix it, but right now we don't need it. So we will also power it from here. Just like that. That's going to be how we're powering things. That's receiving power. And now for the biodiesel, I'm pretty sure it needs... Oh, for ethanol, sorry. It's honey bottles. So where else can we get honey bottles from? The bottler. Honey. Honey. Bottled honey. We can auto-craft it. Let's make a singularity. I'm done messing around. quantum. 8 of these. Wait, wrong way round. 7 more. Okay, so input is from behind. So we're going to make the singularity chamber here. Hopefully it doesn't get in the way of anything. Watch. So that's the first one. So far so good. Ah, we need another. That's right. Just realized we need to set it up somewhere else. So where's a place that doesn't have a lot of channels? This has no channels. That's strange. That's okay. Make another one and 8. There we go. Okay, so that's coming through nicely. We can go back up here. And now we get a fluix cable. We have an import, oh no, an export, sorry. Export bus. We'll have that as a dense cable. And it's exporting honey. Okay. That's working, but we can also get a crafting card. So once it runs out of honey, it'll just go back. It'll just start crafting more. The output machine is here. Also set it up to exfil. Set this up behind there. Import bus. There we go. And it's immediately going from ethanol to this machine. And that's the secondary input. There's another one. Nope. Okay. Now it exports. What kind of plate does it need? As a catalyst, it needs silver plates. We should make a crafting recipe for it. We could have it on the conveyor belt, but we don't have a metal press yet. So I think I'll just use 61 for now. Or have the crafting card. Just for when we are able to produce it on like an assembly line. So they should start going into it. That's the wrong input, isn't it? Just needs one catalyst, I'm pretty sure. Maybe. Silver plate. Yeah, it only needs one catalyst. It is running out of power though very fast, so as this looks cool, it's not powering anything. So we're going to give it a little nudge. Does that work? Does that work? Maybe not to the dynamo, but maybe to... We have battery. So in order to make, yeah, the LD accumulator, there we go. We're going to have an accumulator set up just behind this. The flux point powering it. and the relay going into, or the connector going into the relay. So that should be powering the machines now. Or maybe this can only transmit so much time. It looks like it's the input side. Maybe it might just be easier having something there instead. Power draining with the relay. Probably needs a connector actually. Let's check it on the manual. Accumulators. Okay. So that's the energy output. Okay, there we go. So are those getting powered? I think they might be. I mean, that one's not. Barely. Okay. Let's go back here. Let's set it up at the start of the machinery. Input, output, output. That should be good enough to power some of the machines. Because the LV can only transmit LV. Medium voltage cables, maybe we can make them electrons. Yeah, let's make some medium voltage. So we're going to have to change all these wire cables now to medium voltage, but we can do that with the snap of our fingers, and done! Look at that, medium voltage. It's still not as fast as I would like it, however, it does look cooler that it's a little bit bronzy, and look at our windows go! They're like doing crazy work. Okay, so now we have the acid then I'm not even going to say that anymore. How do you search for it? Okay. After we have that, we can go to the refinery and make it into resin. So this is a refinery. Wait, we need another refine. That is insane. Alright, let's do it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fluid. We also need 2 heavy, 2 light, and sheet metal. On the back, these are the silos, just remember. And then that's the redstone, and then off the top of my head, look at that. And then that's going into one of the inputs. Okay, alright, we're getting somewhere. The creosote oil is going to the other one, which we get from the coke oven, or the Immersive Engineering coke oven. So, as we have all these coke blocks, we can set up a coke oven just on the left of it. So much better to have room to work with. It's like we're building an actual factory now. We can have a coke oven here. can put charcoal. Which we don't even have coal essence for. It's okay, we can make it. So we get the log, we smelt it, make charcoal. That's simple. And we go to the smelting. There we go, now we have charcoal. So, don't think this is smart enough to have an input and output. We can also check here. Yeah, I don't think it has input outputs. So there might be a better way to make the Creo. Yeah. But we can always just wait and see if there is. We can put logs in there for the time being. We can speed it up with our temporal pouch. Can't speed it up with our pouch. So it looks like it doesn't have an output. Oh wait, yeah it does. That's the output. It's hooked up. So let's see how fast it makes it. Can we speed up the coke oven? Is there a coke speed? Get some storage parts. Thank you. Okay, so it made the Creo. Okay, the 125's there. How do I know where the output will be? Any way to pipe valve maybe? Let's check this. Hmm. Creo oil is not getting picked up, so we might need to use the other method of getting the Creo, which is a little unfortunate. We're gonna have to use the modern industrialization coke oven. Come on. Maybe it needs 1,000? I'm not sure. Hmm. Alright, well anyway, we can go into this and we can go to our we can go over here and get rid of this stuff. Place that back. Go to our modern industrialization. Go to our coke oven. We need a fluid export. The device is offline. Too many channels. It's only 48. What's happening? Is it not able to make it back? Let's check it out. These are too many channels. So what is this system it's connected to? It needs to have a it can't loop through, can it? mean, that's good. That's not. There must be a point inside this machine where it's going. Yeah, that makes sense. It's not going through the dense cables, it's going through one of the lighter cables. So we can just change it. There we go. Problem solved. Perfect. We can get another fluid output. Make a steel output. And we'll chuck that one here. Copy this. Export it. Get some acceleration cards going. Alright, now get some gunpowder. Speed this shit up. So it should already be overclocked. Oh, this one isn't. Maybe I need a better coke oven. Or maybe I can get my pouch, which I seem to keep misplacing. And now let's check the Creo. Oh yeah. That's good. That's okay. So now it's working, and the catalyst must be nothing. Should work after I hook it up with power. So let's get some power. Go onto it. Need one of those and some of those. And the wire. So MV for short, and there it is. Okay, our refinery's up. It's keeping up with the speeds. It's making the resin. Doesn't seem to... Actually... Why does it look like there's always one machine that kind of like... It's out. I don't know. But that accumulator works. It's basically powering our entire setup. So output is that resin. That resin can be used for the bottling machine to make that. So next episode, bottling machine, conveyor belt. We're making a conveyor belt. This is the basic setup, and the conveyor belt's going to go all around, twisty, turny, windy, timey shit. And yeah. So the reason why I haven't done this underground bit is because I've left it up for wiring for the automation. Automation without fluids, or using fluids as little as possible, is pretty good. So it's like just a system. It's pretty good. The refinery's doing as much as I can. It'd be good if I get a redstone current going. Have this block temporarily turn everything off. If I so wanted. So I can have everything build up or accumulate power. Which would be pretty good actually. Does that store power? That's an LV. See, this is where we messed up. It's only an LV. We need MV. Get with the program. Okay. So now we have the MV accumulator. Put that. Get the connector going. That's going to be the output, and that will be the input. Get our flux point back. Go. Set it up, and yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.